Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. I've been doing videos for a little over 10 years now. In that case, a lot of my first videos that still I think have pretty good information in them are not being watched at all because YouTube, they're just too old for YouTube to want to use them, I guess, or put them up on their lists. Also, YouTube is not paying all that well, so hit that thumbs up and subscribe and all those good things. I appreciate it very much. Also, since I've changed the name on my channel, some of those older ones have my old channel name, things like that on, so I'm just going to kind of cut some of that stuff out, cut some of the talking out, and try and make them a little bit better as far as the editing is concerned. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy my older video here. Well, I have chainsawed all this, the whole mess of that tree there. I don't know if you can see all this, we'll see. Got a big pile of it there from this tree, which still needs a whole lot of trimming. There's all kinds of widowmakers and stuff falling out of this one. You can see where I've started, where I was working on it yesterday. You come through here, I got this whole mess here to go, and I still got to cut down a couple more pretty good sized limbs off this tree. Anyhow, reason for this video is after all that, my chain is now fairly dull and actually is heated up and gotten a little bit loose for my taste anyway. And so I'm going to sharpen her up, and I'll show you how I do that. This was in some of my grandfather's stuff when I got some of that. I believe this is what it's for, and I believe either it's made to put like in a vise like that, or it had a bottom piece on it. But basically, I take that, put it on there like that, and take this right here, which is actually, if you own a chainsaw, you know what that is. It's kind of an all-in-one tool that you usually get with all your chainsaws. I've got several of them, but I shove that down in the bottom here and hit right about where that screw is right there. Get that in the middle and clamp it down. Something I gotta throw in here that I kind of forgotten. Whenever you sharpen your chain, a lot of times when you oil, I don't go that far, but whenever I sharpen my chain, which is usually every time I use my chainsaw, there's a pin in here, there's teeth that this chain rides on. Most people that have a chainsaw know this, but some people that have a chainsaw don't realize that these little holes right here on both sides, you get one of these. They're at any place that sells chainsaws, and basically, and there's different types of them. But you stick the little end in there, and this is full of grease, and you plug in the grease. I had actually already just did this, but I decided I probably should put it on film. Anyhow, so you want to do that side. I did the other side. I don't know if it matters if you do both, but I always do. But anyway, and then you want to run this, and you can even see it's kind of pushing the grease out a little bit, so there's plenty of grease in there. And that'll just lube that up so it doesn't heat up and wear out the teeth. And it actually, I've seen one where one seized up on a friend of mine's, and he didn't even know about this. I had to tell him, and the chain just kinked up and it was all cattywampus. It was kind of ugly. So anyhow, it's something you ought to do. I do it every time I sharpen my chain. So I'll show you the last view here. And basically what I did on the first one, I took this grease pen, whatever, and I keep that in there, and I mark the top of one of these. That way I know where to stop. And basically I just go along. I got this 6" by 5/32 is what this one is, but it's going to vary depending on what your chain is, and it is a chainsaw file. And they make tools that you can set up and figure out and all that rigmarole, but I don't do it enough to really bother with that. So basically what I do is I take this, and on the top of here there's an angle. It's about like that. Stick that in there at that angle. There's also, as you see here, an angle that's about right there. So I'll take that in there, and I'll just set that right on there, right where it sits, and I will twist at the same time as I go back and forth. So twist, and I usually try and go the same direction, because these teeth go back and forth, and I don't, some people will do this side, skip one, do it. I don't do that. I just kind of bring it forward here, and I'll go from the inside. How do I explain this? Well, you'll see. I go this direction, turn it, and then I'll do it pretty much till that gets shiny. I try and count, but I'm doing a video, I'm having trouble counting. And then I'll turn back and I'll go this direction with this one. Now, I know some people take and there's something they do with this side over here, but I've never done that. And I've been doing this since I was a teenager with my dad out in the woods, so I have never had a chain fail on me. It's always sharp doing it this way. And I basically just go, and then once it gets a bit shiny, I'll go through and I just go back and forth. And doing it for the camera, I'm at more of an awkward angle, but it's pretty good. And this is the last one. And I'm sure there'll be people out there that say that's not the way to do it, but it's how I do it. I don't feel like setting up your little machines and using a Dremel and blah blah blah. I'm usually out in the middle of the woods camping. I just want to quickly do it, get it done, and start going again. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that and got something out of it. Now get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.